What's good, y'all? Y'all blazing in the building, man. We are here. The Madden 27 and college football 27 official reveal. I hope it's not lagging. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, this is college football right here. What is this? What is this? I said lagging. Hold on. It's lagging. Bro, I'm like, why, bro? What happened?
Good evening and welcome to EA Sports Opening Drive, live from the Aon Grand Ballroom at Navy Pier in Chicago. I'm your host, Nick Mazesco, and tonight isn't just about two games, it's about football. EA Sports believes football is more than what happens on the field. It's about the communities, rivalries, and culture that connects fans
Typical
every day.
EA.
From the first snap under Friday Night Lights to the biggest moments on Sunday, it's not just about how it's played, but how it's experienced. Because this year, more than ever, every decision you make matters. How you build, how you play, and what happens next. Only EA Sports can bring fans the full football journey, from building your program, to creating your player, to proving yourself in the NFL, to running the entire league. And it's all connected. The modes, the moments, the decisions. Tonight, you're going to see how it all comes together. The players, the systems, and the decisions, and the decision makers that define this year's experience. So, whether you're building your program, living your career, or running the league, this is your football journey. Let's throw it over to the pride of Florida State University, Sean Grady, to take us through the future of football at EA Sports.
Okay. This is pretty much same stuff we seen last year.
Hello.
Who is this?
Welcome. Thank you so much for being everybody. We are so happy to see you guys tonight. My name is Sean Grady. I'm the Vice President and Head of Production for EA Sports College Football and Madden NFL. And it's incredible to be here tonight in the iconic Aon Ballroom at the Navy Pier in Chicago, home of this year's Madden NFL 27 cover athlete, Caleb Williams. Let's go. And we are joined tonight online by the college football and Madden NFL communities watching with us. Thank you guys for joining us around the world. Now, we've been looking forward to this night for a long time. Those of you in the room know that for the past 2 years, this has been a private event back at our Orlando studio in Florida, where we hosted a few select community members. But tonight, we're opening it up to the entire football audience, here in the room, of course, and around the world. And we're going to show you everything we've been building in College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27, and I do mean everything. So this is our opening drive. Now, we're all football fans, and we know there's nothing like that first series. It's the first look at everything you prepared for.
Oh, just get to the point, man. Just get to the point.
Reps, adjustments, and execution, of course. All building towards that moment when you kick off the ball. And for us, that moment's right now. Now, before we look ahead to the future of football, let's take a moment to celebrate the incredible athletes that represent this year's game.
Bro, just get to the point, man.
Everything that makes the sport special. The programs, the colors, the pageantry, and of course the big athletes that bring it all to life every Saturday. So we're very excited to share that we have our cover athletes in the building tonight. Ole Miss running back Keywan Lacey, Miami wide receiver Malachi Tony, and Oregon quarterback Dante Moore. They're somewhere in the room. You guys are here. Say hi, wave your hands. Thanks for joining us, guys, tonight.
You're not even going to show them?
Now, I wish Coach Signetti was here. He's gracing the deluxe edition cover, you know, controlling the chaos from the front, but he could not make it tonight. Now let's turn our attention to Sundays. This year's Madden NFL 27 cover represents the next generation of the league. A player stepping into the spotlight right here in Chicago. Any Chicago fans? Okay. Yeah. We like to say he plays Madden like a Madden character brought to life. He's made the Bears team.
That Bengal I see. Shout out Bengal.
And week out. And anybody that watched
Bengal
the playoffs
got
last
front
year
row
knows
seats.
this. Any Packer fans in the house? You guys remember this? Yeah. Sorry to remind you about that. But we're incredibly excited to have him here tonight as well. Chicago Bears quarterback and the first ever Bears cover athlete, our 27 cover star, Caleb Williams. If you're here, Caleb, say hello.
See how y'all gonna have him there and not show him?
Our teams have been in their own version of the offseason.
Bro, EA got some trash ass marketing.
We're iterating, and we're pushing every detail forward, from gameplay to presentation, from deeper authenticity to new innovations. Every part of these experiences have been shaped with a purpose. Because when you all step on that virtual field and pick up the controller, we want you to feel confidence, control, and clarity. We want you to feel that this is the strongest version of football we've ever delivered. That's how we feel. So tonight we are going to go deep, and I do mean deep. So get comfortable, sit back and relax. Drum roll, please. We're going to share gameplay, presentation, all the modes you care about, and the shared DNA across college football and Madden NFL. You will see the unique decisions we've made in each game to capture the wide open explosiveness of college football and the precision playmaking of the NFL. In short, College Football 27, Saturday is going to feel more like Saturday, and in Madden NFL 27, Sunday is going to feel more like Sunday.
Still yapping, bro.
That sound good to you guys?
Just show us.
Okay?
Just show us.
Before we get into the games, I do want to take a step back and share with you how we're thinking about the future of football at EA Sports. We're evolving college football and Madden NFL
I'm
around
about to fall asleep on the spot
pillars.
right now.
So first, and I know all of you in the room are going to like this, gameplay above everything. That means authentic, responsive football,
that's the key words for this year. Gameplay above everything, bro.
Represent. It also means we're investing in new ways to capture real-world football data through our internal partners like Cashapp, helping us unlock deeper realism, better movement, and new possibilities in the future. Stay tuned for that. Second, connected careers with more life. Guys, we continue to invest deeply in the modes our players spend the most time in, building football careers and franchise experiences that are more authentic, more dynamic, more social, and more connected across both college and Madden NFL. And in fact, that high school to Hall of Fame journey is something that only EA Sports can deliver. And third, fandom without limits. In the very near future, we're going to provide more ways for football fans to represent their teams, show their creativity, play their way, and connect to the sport they love. With new tools, new experiences, and a new football platform connected and rewarding you and your fandom year-round. There is much more to come on that, but we are very excited for the future of football. All right, now speaking of platforms, we want every football fan to feel connected across our ecosystem. So that's why I am excited to share with you all tonight that College Football 27 will launch on PC for the first time. I've seen the comments. I know you wanted to hear that. It's coming. So it will join Madden NFL, giving our PC community the chance to play both college football and Madden at the highest fidelity possible. I'm also excited to share that EA Sports College Football is coming to mobile this year, bringing the power and beauty of Frostbite gameplay and an all-new Dynasty experience later this year. Now, I might be biased, but I think it's the best-looking game on a mobile device from a sports perspective. So whether you play on console, PC, or mobile, football fans have more ways to play college football and Madden NFL anywhere, anytime. All right, now, without further ado, let's get to our first look at College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27.
If it's going to be like classic Madden Mobile,
built to reflect
it might
the
be
modern,
alright.
evolving college football landscape,
I doubt it.
delivering new ways to play in Dynasty, Road to Glory, Ultimate Team, and more. Our goal is to create an experience with depth, challenge, emotion, and the current real-world college football decision-making landscape. So whether you're building your program,
still
becoming
yapping.
a 5-star recruit, or creating your ultimate team of current or legendary players, College Football 27 is built around one question. Are you doing it for the you or for yourself? This is College Football 27.
A century of futility is the
All right.
The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
College Football 27 trailer right here.
Some players who walk through that tunnel, onto that field, grew up dreaming about putting on this uniform. They've rooted for this team their whole life and want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Some have another dream. The money, the deals, the cards, those shiny teeth. That's college football now. I get it. Everyone's got to make a name for themselves. The truth is, I don't care why you show up. I care what happens after you do. I care if you love to compete.
Okay, dynamic weather. That's a W right there.
Every advantage. And if it turns into one thing on Saturday, winning. That's why I want you here. That's what I
But
want to do.
wow, they added a 6-7 celebration. It looks the same, bro.
Better place to do it.
Bro, literally all that's new is dynamic weather, and they added a 6-7 celebration. That's all they added.
I don't know, so
Bro, don't
something
clap
about
that
that
up,
pulls
bro.
at the heartstrings. The music, college football is just amazing. We are honored to have Coach Signetti representing the reigning national champions in this year's trailer. Congratulations once again to the University of Indiana. Now don't worry, I know you want more than that.
Cinematic
Development teams
trailer,
will
that was
come out
not
here and take you
gameplay.
much deeper in just a few moments, including gameplay and what's new across your favorite modes in college football. But before we do that, I do want to get you just as hyped on Madden NFL 27. Madden NFL 27 brings meaningful innovations for every type of player. Whether you come for precision gameplay, superstar mode, course franchise mode, or presentation that makes every game feel connected to the night of the week, your team's traditions, or the moment in the virtual season that you're in right now. And I'm very happy to share that Madden NFL 27 represents our second consecutive year of a deep investment and a major leap forward for franchise mode players.
They got no choice.
This year,
in
franchise
GTA
mode is
6.
designed to bring the action to you in a more alive and dynamic way, putting you in control of the decision that defines a GM, a coach, or an entire league. In Madden NFL 27, it's your league. All right, let's take a look at how one of our newest GMs sees it. Check it out.
I'm a bad man. Huh? What's there to talk about? Undefeated season, Super Bowl champions. I mean, has any other team shut out all their opponents during the regular season and through the playoffs and the Super Bowl before? Oh no, really? We're the first one? Oh, well that'll be a fun trivia question going forward. Next question. I'm a decision maker. It's what I do. It's not my fault the rest of the league can't keep up. Blame them. They really blame me, because I've raised the bar super high. My first decision? Lock down my franchise QB. Caleb, what I'm telling you, big guys, I love you. And you want to know how you know I love you? Because I'm giving you all my money. Good use of funds. Size, athleticism, IQ, chill under pressure. Caleb Williams is permafrost. We've done the focus groups, we've done the straw polls. They love it. It's permafrost. Look, I'm not some indecisive GM without a plan who's just going to pull a 48-year-old
Bro, let him
quarterback out of
watch him, bro.
retirement
Where's the
because he can't
gameplay at?
Checking on that backup QB gig.
How many touchdowns? The answer is yes. How do we stop this? Yes. You're my guy and you're in.
Thanks, Vince.
All right. Great seeing you.
Building something special here.
got a chance. Cheryl! You got a red one in here. We talked about it. It all starts at the negotiation table. Lucky I like to talk. No. I'll find the money, Jacob. Trade requests, extensions, holdouts. Leonard, there is an I in win. And there's also an I in Vince. A lot of pageantry. You totally did the right thing. You're fired, but you handled it well.
Bro, this has to be like one of the worst trailers of all time.
On the field, I like to score. Call me crazy. I'm a scheme guy, though. I don't just run the same play over and over just because it works. JK.
The tush push after how many years?
About what we've been building. We're 6-0, so I just expect to go to 7-0 and 8-0 and 9-0. My favorite scheme: get the ball to the money players. The NFC's real hungry.
Golly, what's a feast without a little gravy?
But defense wins championships, so I stole an all-pro corner from an unsuspecting catcher.
He called me brother and then ripped me off.
This gig is all about keeping your emotions in check.
Get the back player!
Demand a trade? You've been talking to Vince Vaughn, ain't you?
Vince has been an unbelievable GM. He's new to this, but it appears to be Vince's world, and we're all just living in it.
Cam in the trailer too.
That's why I prefer to stay 6 steps ahead. Since you can't predict the weather, I turn the temp way down. Everyone copied that one. I also created a whole new menu. Chicago Dogs only.
This is lame ass trailer, bro.
On Sunday I ran nothing but Tampa 2. Take away all those drags you guys.
Oh wow, good.
Drag routes.
I have no idea what's going on right now. He was the GM, now he's the coach. What's next? Vince Vaughn at quarterback?
I think it's important to get this out of the way. Fair ball! The rumors are true. Hibernate! Picnic! I'm the coach, I'm the GM, and now I'll be playing quarterback.
Unless I'm wrong.
Honey!
Am I in on Vince Vaughn at quarterback? He's 56.
Nothing can replace just literal decades of life experience.
Decades and decades and decades.
This is a joke, right? I can put up 56.
He's 6'5", he's your traditional pocket passer. The knees are
Bro, this is the worst gaming trailer I have ever seen in my whole life, bro.
We were a team. Everyone puts the team first, and that's why I'm running it.
This is a whole lot of nothing.
To all the haters out there, do me a favor. Stick around and watch it. It'll be more of the same next year. Thank you again. Go Bears. Would you look at that? I mean, do I deserve a statue next to Sweetness? I'm not saying I don't. Maybe you'll get one too.
Maybe.
Time to run it back.
That was the worst trailer of all, the worst game trailer of all time. That was a whole lot of nothing, bro. That's trash ass trailer,
we love Vince
bro.
Vaughn. He's a legendary Bears fan, if you didn't know, and now he's apparently a legendary Bears GM. So we can't wait for you to get your hands on the new franchise improvements and experience a league that truly reacts to you this season. You're going to hear a lot more about that in just a few moments when Clint is up here. Are you ready to go deeper than that, though? Those are just trailers. You want to hear more? I'm guessing you do. Come on. All right. All right, so stick around for the entire show because we're going to unveil the games, and you'll find out how to get beta access and feel it for yourselves. You'll learn how to pre-order and join a brand new program that delivers the most value we've ever offered. And you'll see your favorite community members, all you lovely people in the room here tonight, and creators play the games for the first time and share their reactions. So once again, welcome to the opening drive.
We just heard about where football is going. Now, let's show you how it plays. Because this year, EA Sports isn't just building games. They're building a connected football experience. From Fridays to Saturdays to Sundays, every moment, every decision, every snap is now connected. It all starts on the gridiron. To take us through how it all comes together on the field, here's Senior Game Designer Director, the OG, Scott O'Gallagher.
All right, gameplay.
Come, baby, let's get this thing cracking now. All right, gameplay above everything. The first thing I said is you damn right, baby. Who is excited to see some gameplay right now over college and Madden football? We have an exciting feature set for you, and I gotta admit, you guys seeing my face this early, it's throwing me off for a little bit because Nick, usually it's You, me, and then we're watching Bordeaux catch an L to one of our college cover athletes. Don't get it twisted, though. You're still better than Bengal. No doubt about it.
You got
All
Bordeaux
right, let's talk
catching
about how we
freeze
bring
out there.
all of this together. Every year after the season ends, we get, in our mini camp, or we like to call pre-production, and then, we look at themes and things that you guys say, because your feedback is essential to what we do. So let's look at how we broke this down. You first told us that you wanted more tools defensively. The AI logic needed to be better. You wanted more control on the other side of the football, and that's why we rally behind defense wins championships. Next is built from game day.
Bro,
This is our authenticity pillar.
nobody
We
said
know that
that,
every
bro.
team is
I
somebody's
guarantee you,
favorite
nobody
team, and
said
you're gonna see
that.
how we delivered that this year.
No,
And then last but not
if
least is
anything,
play
but they
your
need to
way.
fix
With all the
offense,
features
because
you're gonna hear tonight,
every
the
deep
different
pass I
settings,
throw
how are
is
we
a
giving
pick.
you the tools to ultimately play your way?
Nobody said they wanted
And
more
now let's
defense.
get to it. Defense wins championships, and it starts fundamentally. For years, one of the biggest holes that we have had to shore up that we did this year was what we call look for work. What is look for work? That's that middle linebacker seeing that drag coming right at you, and he can anticipate.
Oh my
In our game last year and previous and any other football game made, defending in the zone, they didn't move until they got into their zone. That all changes here. And we're going to go right here to the film room,
Alright,
and we're going to see Fred Warner here. And I want you to see his ability to look for work. Love drops. He's in his hook zone. He's going to drop properly. He's going to anticipate it. Love has to make a call. We're throwing a pick. Here we go.
You're telling me that it's going to be worse.
From there, we said,
the game looks the same.
Look for work in the game. How
it
do
looks
we give
the same.
More tools to control how they want to play in zones. And now we're introducing smart
So
now, both on an individual
so he's
or
basically
team
telling me
level,
I'm gonna be
you can
throwing
decide
even
how
more
aggressive
picks
that you want
than
them to be. Do you want that Mike backer
I
because
throw
the
already.
mesh concept is driving you crazy and you want to get up and take that away? Just put him in ultra aggressive. Is the quarterback
bro,
killing
it
with
looks
that
the
deep
exact
ball or that
same,
deep
bro.
over? Put him in ultra
Nobody's
conservative and he'll
buying this
prefer
shit,
routes
bro.
and prioritize routes behind him. Here, we're going into aggressive. They're running that slant concept. Pick six. We're going back to the crib. We are giving you more options than you have ever had before. Come on, we got to clap that up. This defense we're talking about here, fellas. We're talking defense.
Some BS, bro. So
all right, but we know that
basically,
football
I'm gonna
is
be
not
throwing
perfect,
more
and
picks.
there is a lot of,
what it looks
you
like.
call the perfect defensive play. You're clamping them up. You got them strapped and locked up, like the kids say these days. And then all of a sudden, the quarterback is going to evade the pocket. I mean, we got the legend Michael Vick sitting over there. Shout out to the legend. Clap it up for the legend. But the thing is similar to Madden 2004 summer, you guys are still trying to play it the same way. You get out and you're just scrambling everywhere. And so we had to introduce what is real, and real football is plaster logic. No longer are guys just standing around and just covering grass like your favorite City League flag football player. They are out here moving, attaching, locking, and ultimately clamping, and hopefully giving you a better chance not to give up those big plays. Shout out to Mike Vick, the greatest Madden player that we've ever had. And now here, we meet with hundreds of coaches, defensive coordinators, all around the NFL and college football. And this thing here, we are now providing 25 new coverage checks. How do you want to play bunch? How do you want to play trips? How do you want to play stack? The options are endless. You can set them in the front end to then you be like your favorite coordinator. And now we get into our wide receiver press. I saw Ocho Cinco earlier in here, but I mean, no one did it better than him. One of my favorite routes, one of my favorite NFL films, he's like, I need you right here. That's everything I said to our dev team. It felt like every time we were going over this feature. Now, with our wide receiver defensive press improvements, receivers actually have logic around the route they are trying to run. If they're running a deep out, they're going to try to win on the outside. If they're running a deep in, they're trying to get to the inside. On the other side of that coin, corners, and now leverage is going to mean more than it even last year and ever before, because we have boosted chances when they are in the appropriate leverage. And then we go to jostle. Some of my favorite cornerbacks of all time, guys like Aeneas Williams, Darrelle Revis. These guys were clamp corners. And our game has always been hard to replicate them because they were not known as the fastest, even though they certainly could run. They were great with technique, really physical. And so how are we going to do that? That is with our brand new wide receiver DB jostle system. And now you as a user, you can attach on the move. You can get them at the stem of the route and really play with the timing of them. Or you can attach when the ball is in flight. And keep in mind, when you are attached, you are slowing the wide receiver down, thus putting yourself in the best position to make a play.
A lot of colors football is looking like the moves again.
And here we go, built from game day, baby. Every player is somebody's favorite player. I want you guys to take a look at Colin Simmons. You see him. He's one of the best defensive ends that there is out there. You see all of his physicals.
The menu looks the same, bro.
Over the past
you
couple
just
of years,
copy and paste the menu every
year.
year.
The tiered ability system. And we listen because this is your game. So with that, the tiered ability system is going to debut in Madden NFL 27. Clap that up because you asked for it. And being a lifelong Rams fan, and I haven't missed a single game in 30 years, I am going to formally welcome Myles Garrett to the Rams house. Myles Garrett, thank you, brother. Can't wait to have you. All right, those two guys dominated in the trenches. When you looked at
Come on, bro.
And you looked at
Come on,
life,
bro. The scoreboard
really
is the same.
Are
you serious?
Goal line, big on big, 13 personnel. It just didn't look like what you see on Saturdays.
Bro, the scoreboard is the same.
We've got
y'all are lazy.
2-player, 3-player, 4-player animation.
Same score bug.
Submarine techniques to really make it so you have to earn.
It looks the same
inside those situations. My boy Kurt over here just says, yeah, it feels a lot.
Bro, I'm not buying any of them this year, bro. We're just straight up waiting for GTA 6. Both scoreboards on the game are the same. Gameplay look the same.
QB sneak meter, right? And you see the green. Let's talk
and
about
why is there a meter for QB sneaks, bro? Like,
is your center, your 2 guards,
bro, this
and then
is
your
trash,
quarterback.
bro.
And then we'd say, all right, we're going to take those
trash.
ratings and we're going to compare them. Do you have anybody in a zero technique? Are both
this
A-gaps filled?
Bro.
And then when it goes side to side, that is all dependent on the situation.
Why stop trying to be like 2K? Why do you need a meter for a QB sneak?
Really at play here. But the point being, quarterback sneaks are no longer automatic. Clap that up. I know you're excited. Everybody at home is excited.
Bro, that's an
L. And you know the motto, if it's in the game, it's in the game, baby. The tush push. It's made its way to Madden NFL 27. And probably maybe only Philly fans are happy about that. Now, come on, man.
Bro, this is such an L, bro.
All right. Simheads, rejoice.
You know how easy QB sneaks are in real life.
Is back, and it's back in the way that you asked. You're going to see a decimal meter that represents the crowd volume. It was imperative that we made Kansas City or Arrowhead really feel like Arrowhead. And Arrowhead should feel different in November than it does in January. And that is exactly what's going to come when you play your game in here in a few. And nothing screams home field advantage like dynamic weather. I know you guys are excited about dynamic weather, but that situation that changed
how many years it took?
Where it was clear, and then it was nothing but snow flurries in the second half. That can happen in your game.
Dynamic weather is the only good thing that's added to both games.
As the weather gets worse, the gameplay only gets tougher. So good luck with that. All right, let's get into play your way. And nothing screams play your way like timing-based catching. Timing-based catching for years, whether it's the toe drag swag, the catch in traffic, trying to moss somebody, that has all been subject to ratings until now. And let's talk about what you're dealing with here. Red, you're too late. You dropped it. All right, take your ass back to the
another meter, bro. They want to be 2K so bad.
When it goes into early, we're back.
They want to be 2K so bad, bro.
Depends on how good your receiver is.
Oh my god, bro.
And then
these games are gonna be
ass
this year,
bro.
bro.
Kids love greens, right? But here's the thing with the greens. The
You
greens
want
are
to be
dynamic.
2K
This all
so
depends on the
bad,
situation.
bro.
How good is your receiver? Who's covering them? How
Make a
covered
basketball
is he?
game,
What type
EA.
of catch are you going for?
Serious
Point being
trash.
is that now, for the first time ever, the choice is yours. And you know what else I love it? Oh, gee, I can't catch the ball, man. Your game's broke. Fix your game, man. Okay, well, go turn the setting on, pal. Here you go. Go have at it. All right? And then, too, it works on both sides of the ball. So you want to clamp up and then hit your TBC, go have at it. Go have some fun. We're locking up on the defensive
gameplay
end.
looks exactly the same, bro.
All right,
I
now
see
we're
no
moving on to
changes.
custom adjustments. Some of you out here tried to leak it. You tried. No, winners win out here. There's only so much you were going to be able to do, right? There was a lot more meat on this bones, right? Custom adjustments are about giving players their own unique football language. You see it every Saturday and Sunday. There's a call. They're going to a combo call. There's a big macro that has multiple adjustments on one call. And now you can do that here. You're going to go into your custom adjustments. You're going to create your custom adjustment. Everything that we've ever had at pre-snap or a coaching adjustment is available to you. From there, you name it, and you can make up to 20 on offense, and then make 20 on defense. The catch, Nick, you like this. The catch is you can only go into game with 10. 10 on offense and 10 on defense. Okay? Now I've made a custom adjustment. How do I call it? Well, look at your favorite play, figure out which one you're going to call. We're looking at cover 3
same
fellas.
play
you just hold
call
down
menu.
that button right next to your stunts and twists. There's your macro. That's your custom adjustment right there. You can go and get busy. All right. Then let's say you come out in pre-play and someone's running some type of cheese. You go, okay, well, I got something for this. I'm going to tap L1. L1 is our custom adjustment button. You go there, you hit L1, and call whatever one you got.
Let's be
right?
real.
You got 10 of them to choose. You got all the options you want.
How much time are you going to have to do all
so
of this?
now, typically, I'm going to press my DBs up. I'm going to pinch my line, show blitz. I would have went through multiple different stages just to get to this. Now I've got it all in 2.
I mean, I like it, but
shout out.
I'm not going to have no time to adjust.
Winners win. We don't play around here. You know?
Over here,
we're
tryhards are doing no huddle.
Right here. And let's get to this.
They're doing no
when you
huddle.
talk about custom adjustments, one of my favorite parts of this feature, and there's a ton of you in here, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of what I call
like that.
1%ers that are the best of the best, but there are a lot who love the game, who play the game, who play it, and they're sitting next to their buddy. Dude,
hopefully it's for no huddle too.
I know you're running. I
got
know you
balls running no huddle.
How do I stop it? Right? And you don't want to deal with the sweat fest. Rob Jones does not want to deal with the sweat fest at the line of scrimmage. So therefore, he just hits L1, presses A, now he's got both ends contained, he's got a QB spy, and we are clamping up that quarterback scramble. Ben Kurt, we're loving that, aren't you, buddy? Yep, shout it out to it. All right? This is everything. You got all these types of defaults on offense and defense. You've never had control at this level before. All right, now you've heard a bunch of different features, right? And now what should you expect? When it comes to on the sticks between Madden and college football, college is still all about wide open gameplay, being loose in control, making those big plays, those side-to-side plays like one of my favorites, Reggie Bush. And then you look at Madden, it's all about everybody's fast in the NFL. It's tight, it's pro-level precision. Playbooks. It's the wide splits in Tennessee and Oklahoma.
So they're basically saying
spread,
college football is still better.
Tempo is everything. Here it's about the deeper schemes, more compressed, chest level strategy. The smarter game, the smarter game is over at Madden football. And then you look at coverage, base shells, bigger wind differentiation, bit more zone windows. In the NFL, you're talking simulated pressures, disguised looks, and just overall smarter adjustments. In the trenches, the difference between the best player in college football and worst is much bigger than it is in the NFL. So you've got bigger run lanes where you got elite gap integrity, pocket battles every snap. It's the best of the best. AI play, we got base progressions. These are student athletes, even though we got our guy Dante Moore here, who is one hell of a player. And then you look at here, my guy Matt Stafford, at that level, these guys are surgeons. This is what you're going to see when you pick up the sticks on Madden 27. And then abilities. In college, you get a max of 5. What you know and love is still there. Madden takes the tiered system and says, you know what? They're unlimited. A player can have an unlimited number of abilities. Again, stars feeling like stars. And then there's home field advantage, where you're in Death Valley and it's an actual weapon, or you're going into Arrowhead and you got to execute under pressure. There is a lot of things coming, and I cannot wait. This is the smartest football game we have ever made. It is the most authentic football game we have ever made, and it's the most control you have ever had. Trust me on that. It is one game of football, but these are two totally different experiences, and I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on this thing. I need you guys just to lock in, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Winners win, and I'm out. Much love to everybody. Back to you, Nick.
We just saw how much more control, strategy, and football intelligence is being built into gameplay this year, so let's bring in someone who can speak to that from both sides. A former NFL quarterback and a serious player of these games, none other than Mr. Kurt Banker. Kurt, appreciate you spending some time with us. It's an exciting day here. I know you just watched OG. That was a lot to digest.
Kurt Banker.
As a former NFL quarterback, the control that you have offensively and defensively, the sheer number of adjustments they're giving to players, how is that going to change how people play the game at home?
You know, I think people are going to need to develop their own game plans and answers for problems that they come up with. And that's something OG and I talked about a lot. Getting through last Madden into this one is at the line of scrimmage, I wanted more control, and I think everybody wanted more control, and that's what we're seeing. And you even have to build your game plans with the adjustments to bunches and stacks. This thing is so deep, and it feels more like the real game that they play on Sundays, and I'm loving it so far.
They're bringing that authenticity. Are you excited to get your hands on the game?
Oh, man, I need it.
I know this man is going to be out in the streets. Appreciate you hanging out with us,
It's always good to see you.
What a day we're having out here in Chicago. That's what makes these innovations so exciting. It's not just about more features. It's about giving players more ways to play, more ways to think, more ways to adjust, and play football the way they want to play it. So that's how the game plays. Now let's talk a little bit about those guys at home. Maybe got Dynasty heads at home? I think we probably have some Dynasty heads home. To take us through Dynasty, we've got none other than Christian McLeod, a former Michigan State Spartan like myself and production director for College Football 27.
It is so exciting to be here in Chicago, a great hub of the Big Ten. And how about a big round of applause? All the mascots out there today, great Big Ten representation. Saw little Albert the Gator, Raider Red. You guys are cool too. Sparty and I were originally going to do this as a team. Thought better, but I got you out there, Sparty. We appreciate you. So something we've been working on for years is a way to create the unsolvable puzzle in Dynasty mode. It started in College Football 25 and 26 with the introduction and refinement of coach archetypes and skill trees, balancing that with coordinators to create an RPG-like system where your decisions matter in crafting your program. For the last 3 years, we've had a vision for Dynasty to create the unsolvable puzzle for you, the fans, where every Dynasty, every season, every school feels different and evolves over time, truly giving you 138 ways to play. Now for College Football 27, we're introducing the single biggest change to Dynasty mode since we first introduced recruiting in Dynasty Blueprint. Dynasty Blueprint is a full program management system that allows you to use a Dynasty points budget. You're able to hire staff, upgrade your facilities, and utilize points on the recruiting trail in the form of NIL. But before we dive too deep into Dynasty Blueprint, we need to talk about the ultimate wild card in the system, and it's the personality and expectations of each school's athletic director. Each school is unique. Each school will have a different demeanor, with each demeanor impacting how difficult passing or failing an expectation will be. There's hundreds of expectations ranging from winning on the field and the recruiting trail to developing and maintaining facilities, and even some school-specific goals that are ingrained in the very identity of those schools. So if you are Ohio State, you better beat Michigan every single year to stay off the hot seat. Ensuring you're meeting your goals and your AD expectations is going to be key to sticking around, because you want to think, you might have to think twice about jobs in the coaching carousel. So do you have the right coaching archetype to get the job done? Are the expectations too high based on your career level? Does the school's AD have a different vision for the program that you want to build? This is what's going to set your dynasty blueprint in motion. And what makes it even cooler, these are dynamic. They're going to change season to season based on success and failure. So, you selected your team. You manage your AD expectations. You're going to be asked to allocate some of your budget to your team support staff. Coordinators will already be on your staff in year one. They can be hired once you get to the carousel in the offseason. We'll get to that in a little bit. But this is where you're going to add a variety of staff that can assist with accruing more dynasty points, helping with recruiting, increasing player progression, or potentially reducing NIL asks. Keep in mind, though, these skills all work as a multiplier or a potential counterbalance to your coaching archetype, so choosing the proper mix of staff based on your skill tree and your coordinators is going to be key. And based on overwhelming community feedback, once you get to the offseason, you are now able to offer any coach or coordinator a job.
Oh, wow. Took how long? To do that?
Expected dynasty point values are going to be based on coach and your school, so you don't just expect to go in there, throw a giant bag of dynasty points at somebody and expect them to sign with your team. But more on that later. We're going to talk about the coaching carousel in a little bit. Next up, facilities. Facilities control how much XP your players are going to accrue, with each level also unlocking equipment slots. These slots are going to allow you to reduce injuries, reduce wear and tear, increase season health, and extend the life of your facilities. That's right. Facilities degrade over time. So not just important that you increase your facilities if you want to ensure your players are performing at the best, but you're also going to want to make sure that you budget enough to maintain those facilities or risk potentially losing players to injury or on the recruiting trail as your facility grade drops. The final place where you're going to spend your budget is around NIL for recruits, players already on your team, and in the transfer portal. You're going to be able to use NIL to help bring in high school recruits, but not all recruits will require NIL. These are going to be dependent on your school's prestige, proximity to the recruit, and also the school grades. All of these will determine the desired NIL of the player at your school. Important. NIL is not an instant win mechanic on the recruiting trail. It's a scholarship bonus that can be increased or decreased depending on how you're trending with that recruit. It's still important that you hit on your recruit's perfect pitch, visits, deal breakers, if you want to lock that player into committed state. You can also adjust your offers as recruiting boards begin to take shape, but be careful. You may upset your recruit and cause them to flip on you. Even more important than ever is we have a brand new recruiting mechanic in college football 27. Verbal commits. Big time. We're excited about this one. Verbal commits are going to add a risk-reward mechanic to recruiting and also change how you allocate your NIL bonuses. Don't think that once you got a verbal, you can reallocate NIL or stop recruiting, because that player could potentially decommit, flip on you, go somewhere else. NIL also needs to be managed at the end of the season on your current roster. Players' NIL asks will fluctuate based on star ratings, overall performance, if they won awards. You need to ensure you're correctly budgeting for NIL roster fluctuations, and that can be the difference between retaining players in the offseason or potentially losing emerging stars based on their dynamic deal breakers. Building your program and budgeting your dynasty points wisely all culminates in the new coaching carousel for college football 27. We're very excited about this one. New this year, you're going to be able to express interest in schools even if they're not on the top candidates list. No more 6 schools only. You can throw your hat into the ring. But be careful. Expressing interest in too many schools is going to impact the coach stability grade if you stay at your current school. And as mentioned earlier, you now have the ability to make offers to coaches across the country at various different coach levels, not just a preset of interested coaches. And dynasty points can be used to sweeten that pot and increase that interest, making up to 6 offers per coordinator, allowing you to lock in that program changing hire. So we are excited.
Bro, by the way, I'm not paying attention to anything this man is saying.
who's going to be battling for those coordinators, and just super pumped about that whole situation. But that is not all. Outside of Dynasty Blueprint, we have added much more to Dynasty. We have added wear and tear management. Super exciting here. We have added, based on community feedback, expanded league history. You can go back to the 1800s now and take a look at league history. Expanded team historical stats. Coach mode is now in Dynasty mode. It's exciting. User selectable crowd themes before you go into your Dynasty games. Very exciting. And Stadium Builder inside of Team Builder. And one quick note on this as well, you will be able to edit your teams in Team Builder at the start of every single Dynasty year. So no more one and dones. This was an absolutely huge year for Dynasty, and our team in Orlando cannot be more excited to give you this program management sandbox to see all the different ways you're going to build your programs on the quest for a national championship.
Dynasty is one of those modes where everybody has a story. Maybe you're taking over a powerhouse. Maybe you're building up a small school. Maybe you're chasing that perfect recruiting class. And this year, it looks like there are even more layers to what it means to actually run a program. So let's bring in someone who lives and breathes this mode. Bordeaux joining us at the desk to break down what stood out. First of all, are you happy you're not playing a cover athlete?
I am so thankful.
I figured.
If I still lose to the computer, it is what it is.
Well,
but
let me ask you, have you picked out the school you're going with next year? Can you give us
I
no
have
spoiler?
no idea.
Yeah, okay,
I haven't
no
even
spoilers.
started counting down yet,
No
so
spoilers.
we got a long way to go.
As somebody who lives and breathes this mode, what are you
Sir.
most excited about from what you saw in that presentation?
Definitely just having to manage the budget and be able to really struggle with the small school. I want to struggle, and the difference maker between like Kent State versus Ohio State, got like a 25x different in budget. It's going to be very hard. Might take 20 years. I don't know yet, but scary. I'm
And by
excited to get
the
it
way, as a content guy, once
Yes,
that
sir.
5-star recruit decommits, you're going to have a video. You're going to have to do a press conference for that one.
I might have to just lose my mind. And also, when they come back and they're asking for twice as much money, that is also really frustrating.
Hey, I can't wait to see. I know we're going to get the tweets coming out about what team you're choosing, so I can't wait to see who you
Absolutely.
choose. I appreciate you hanging
Yes,
out
sir.
with us. So let's shift from building a program to building a player. This is Road to Glory.
All right, let's see what's new in Road to Glory.
Road to Glory has always been a mode that's been rooted in meaningful decisions and managing your potential. Every player enters a Road to Glory with talent and opportunity, but talent alone does not define a career. This year, Road to Glory is all about how you can maximize that talent and your journey through high school to the Hall of Fame. And it begins with an all-new way of building your player. We're excited to announce that 3 new positions will be coming to Road to Glory this year.
Only
Edge
3?
rusher, tight end, and free safety.
No, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Out of all, they don't even have every position, and they only add 3 positions.
You got a decision point to make.
Come, bro,
Try to become a one of one,
yo.
or do you use a legend template? If you choose to go the one-on-one route,
3
you're going to be tasked with
fucking
allocating
positions,
your
bro.
skill points to create your rating caps.
My nigga,
Once you
3.
get to college, you will be able to upgrade individual attributes.
And what is
There
this
will also be
2K
opportunities to
ass?
earn cap
Oh
breakers
my
that you can truly make you
goodness.
one of one and one of the best players in college football of all time. You can also choose a legend template. This is going to allow you to set a base archetype based on college football greats. Cap breakers are also in play here, so if you're looking to take a Legends ratings to the next level, you can.
Oh, hold on. I can pick.
So we talked
Definitely
about
doing
rooting
that.
the
That's a
mode in
W.
meaningful decisions.
But they
So
they
through
copied
this year,
2K.
We're going to be tracking those decisions throughout your career through what we're calling Legacy Score. Legacy Score is a collection of meaningful moments in your career, and
It is basically like
star
that
rating in high
legacy
school.
thing on Madden
It's going to
franchise.
ladder all the way through another new addition, which is your NFL draft score. Every game you play, every play you make, every award you win adds up on your legacy score, and it's going to move you up the draft boards. The journey still begins in high school this year. Players loved high school. They said it was fast, fun. We heard the feedback, but we also heard the feedback that you did not feel you were being rewarded enough for base mechanics and objectives. We've rooted those objectives in situations and teaching the mechanics of the positions, while also adding hundreds of new team impacts to make you feel way more rewarded on positive plays. Also new to College Football 27 is the ability to import team builder teams into high school for all of your opponents and for your college teams. In college, practice has been completely reworked. We have over 100 new football fundamentals and drills available to teach the game, earn your player XP, and reward your stick skills. Off the field, a new fitness meter has been added, impacting your players' XP, multipliers, weight, ratings increases and decreases. You're gonna have to balance that fitness because off the field, we have over 100 new scenarios. Audrey may be coming back. Spoiler alert. Many are going to throw curveballs that your players are going to have to manage on their quest for the Heisman, the national championship, or the #1 overall pick in the upcoming draft. But you cannot forget about the classroom. New to College Football 27 are tests and quizzes, actual tests and quizzes. So depending on how prepared you are, your academic meter is going to impact how hard the test is going to be.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting none of
on the
those right.
practice field and win your test, but if you have a big geology test coming up, you may need to spend some time hitting the books to ensure you're academically eligible. These are actually very hard and very fun. The transfer portal also completely overhauled. We have brand new coach interactions. We have deeper context around schools providing you offers, or your coach may potentially ask you to leave the school. It could happen as well. And if you manage your time and energy successfully on and off the field, you may just have the chance to be invited to New York for the penultimate award in college football, the Heisman Trophy celebration. Road to Glory in College Football 27 is the culmination of a 3-year vision where we wanted to give users the ability to craft their own legacy through meaningful decisions. We cannot wait to see the archetypes created by the community and watch the content created by you, the fans. But the journey doesn't stop in college. There's much more waiting for you and your player when they make it to the NFL.
Dynasty is about building the program. Road to Glory is about building you. This is where the college football journey gets personal. From who you are as a player, to the position you play, to the identity you create on and off the field. And we've got the perfect group here to talk about that because they're living the real version of this journey right now. Here now with college cover stars Dante Moore, Malachi Tony, and Kewan Lacey. Gentlemen, appreciate you guys coming up and chatting with us. What an exciting time for you guys to be on the cover of College Football 27. Dante, I want to ask you, as somebody who, we've got these legacy scores, we've got these legend builds. You can build your player based on somebody. Was there somebody that you, when you were growing up, you were modeling your game after?
Yeah, that's why I wear number 5. I kind of wanted to be like Braxton Miller growing up, and at Ohio State, kind of model my game.
Ohio State University. I just want to make sure they heard that. Braxton. All right, carry on.
But yeah, I feel like this Braxton, the way he played the game, the way he was competitive, the way he moved the ball down the field, I feel like I was going to model my game after him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Malachi, those big moments, they play so well in the game. Do you feel like those big moments are something that adds to your legacy as a player when you're able to make a moment that makes it on SportsCenter Top 10?
Yeah, I feel like big moments shape you as a player because pressure is a privilege. Pressure is a privilege, and some players rise up to the occasion and some don't, but one moment or play don't define you as a player.
All right, Kewan, I got to ask you the hard question. You can pick a lot of, we got new players, new positions you can choose in Road to Glory this year. If you weren't a running back, what position are you playing?
I'd probably play like nickel, safety, something like that.
You'd be looking at center field out there. You'd be ready to lay some lumber out there. Our cover athletes up here, gentlemen, congratulations on making the cover, and good luck this year. That's exactly what we're capturing in Road to Glory, those same decisions, those same trade-offs, playing out every step of your journey. And that's what makes the experience so powerful, because everything you do here carries forward, from high school to college to the NFL. Let's take a look at what happens when that journey continues at the next level. This is Superstar.
name is Clint Oldenburg. I'm a production director for Madden NFL. It is great to be here in Chicago, home of the Bears. We get to talk some football tonight. What could be better than that? But before I dive into Superstar, I do want to give a shout out to the development teams from Tiburon. Around the world watching tonight, they are still putting the finishing touches on these games. They're working from Victoria, Austin, Madrid, and Orlando. Please join me in giving the team a round of applause. All right, let's dive into Superstar, okay? Like Christian said, you're coming in to the NFL from college. You've made it to the league. What you build in college acts as the foundation for the next level. And in Superstar, that's
Superstar mode, nobody cares.
But any NFL player will tell you, getting
I have
drafted
not played Superstar mode since the mode.
It's not about just getting here.
They brought back
it's about
the mode.
what you do once you arrive.
Like it's literally boring, bro. It's boring.
In addition to our existing 5 positions, Superstar has more ways to play this year. Just like in Road to Glory, you can continue your path across 3 new positions.
Wow, only
end,
3.
Free safety
Y'all
and edge
amazing.
rusher.
Only 3
So now you're here.
positions, bro.
In Superstar, the journey is just as important as the destination.
Made no sense,
And this
bro.
journey is about becoming the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Every decision and every performance will shape your legacy.
Ridiculous. Only 3
Testing whether
new
you have what it
positions.
takes to get to Canton. For us this year, everything starts with progression. How your career develops is based on the decisions you make both on and off the field. We've brought more depth and authenticity while giving you more control over how you build your player. And the better you play, the more you'll earn influence
It's
within
trash,
your league.
bro.
To deepen progression, we've added new skill trees.
I'm not touching
You'll
this.
customize your
I
development across
might
your
not
core
touch
skills,
Madden at all this year.
mentals, and abilities.
Wait till it's
And as
$13
Christian said on
again.
college, eventually cap breakers, becoming the exact player that you want to be. But those skills and abilities only matter if they have a meaningful impact on the field. So this year we've added another way to upgrade with specialties. As you level up, you'll start to unlock new in-game mechanics. These are specific to the
Gameplay
gameplay
was
inside
exactly
of
the
Superstar.
same.
One example shown here is for quarterbacks called Pressure Radar. When unlocked, it gives you a visual cue that shows you that pressure is near and where it's coming from. A sixth sense that separates the elite quarterbacks from everybody else. These are emergent mechanics unlocking more power the deeper you play, and they make your career more rewarding. Along the way, you'll hit several career-defining moments called boss battles. A new addition to Game Day Beats, these are spotlight matchups against the most elite players in the league, where the pressure is high, but the reward's just as great, and victory will have a major impact on your legacy. These moments aren't scripted. It's all about how you perform on the sticks against the best of the best. Both on and off the field, your career is shaped by the relationships you build. The improved sphere of influence tracks your relationships within your league, from coaches and teammates to local beat writers and even NFL legends. These relationships can unlock performance boosts, new gear, more play calling control, and for the media, have a real impact on if and when you get voted into the Hall of Fame. And that's not all. You can also unlock superstar powers, where you gain career-changing perks that influence how your team is built around you, from signing free agents to demanding a trade. Relationships matter, and managing them brings unprecedented control over your career and the league at large. With so many ways to develop your superstar, how do you keep focused on game day? To stay on track, you'll have the Superstar HUD, a one-stop shop where you can easily see your progress against weekly objectives, milestones, and wear and tear management, along with improved player grading. The HUD keeps you connected to your goals and makes sure that everything important is visible. As you experience the ups and downs of pro football, you'll find out that the league always keeps receipts. We're introducing a new system called the GOAT Tracker, which measures progress on your path to greatness over the course of your entire career. It tracks your skills, legacy,
all of these features sound lame, by the way.
It shows you exactly how you measure up to the best to ever do it at your position, the true GOATs of the NFL. But your status is dynamic. it can fall just as fast as it rises. So stay focused. You're not just trying to fill the stat sheet. You're chasing NFL immortality. So to close, relationships matter. Every decision shapes your career. Every performance shapes your legacy. The question is, do you have what it takes to earn your gold jacket?
Now we're getting into Superstar, and this is where the career really starts. Draft night is the first big moment, but after that, it's about how you grow, how you perform, and how you become the kind of player the league has to pay attention to. And to talk about that, we had to bring in someone who knows all about becoming must-watch, the legend, none other than Chad Johnson being here with us. Oh, it's great to see you, my friend.
Hey, thank you for having me. I really appreciate that. Matter of fact, thank you for having me here to be a part of all of this.
Dude, of course.
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm the greatest Madden player of all time.
He said it. He said it. And you'll out in the online streets, you can challenge him. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
We've got these new boss battles
Yes.
in Superstar mode. Who was a corner that maybe brought the best out of you? Who made you rethink how you played the game?
You know what? Matter of fact, not only made me rethink how I played the game, he made me want to retire. And that's Darrell Revis. Obviously, one of the few battles that I've had that I lost, and I had 2 times, and I lost both times. So Revis, if you happen to see this, I want my rematch.
He wants his right here. Right here.
At some park, any park. I just want to put my cleats on and try again.
We've got this new GOAT tracker
Yes.
in the Superstar mode, and we talk about the GOATs of the game, guys like the Tom Brady's of the world. What separates the GOATs from the really GOATs?
You know, the funny thing about it is the NFL is the 1%ers. Everybody's fast. You know, everybody's quick, everybody can run, everybody can catch, everybody can throw. But what separates Tom Brady and the Peyton Mannings from the rest is upstairs.
All the mentals.
It's all mental. The game is 90% physical, and that 10% is what separates everybody else.
Last question. Do you want the smoke in Madden NFL 27 and College Football 27? You ready?
Who wants to lose?
I love that. I love that. We've seen what it takes to build a player, but at the NFL level, it's all about something bigger. Running a team and ultimately the entire league. This is my mode. This is franchise.
Oh man, let's see what they added to franchise.
All right, let's talk about the most played mode in Madden, franchise. So we're going to set the stage first. We're going to put you on the hot seat. Day one, running the Chicago Bears, just like our friend Vince here that you saw earlier. You've locked up your franchise quarterback. Now everything else is on you. Building your roster, that's easy. Managing people, that's hard. What decisions will you make? The first thing you immediately realize, when you make those decisions, you must be ready to handle the impact. This year in franchise, you're not managing a spreadsheet. You're managing people. Franchise is now built on the all-new Persona engine. This is the second year in a multi-year mission to fundamentally change how franchise plays. It gives every player motivations, emotions, and behaviors that evolve dynamically over time. Just like real humans,
they know
these players
niggas
think
get
for themselves.
With mostly niggas.
Powered by Persona DNA, which are new traits that impact the culture of your team, from players' attitudes
I agree.
to contract negotiations to roster demands. And every reaction
Man, bro, it makes no sense, bro. Like just accept the negativity.
So now you're gearing up for week 1 versus the Panthers. Kickoff is finally here.
Or improve the game, which they want to do.
Does not wait.
They won't get negativity if they
All the events
improve the
coming from the
game.
Persona engine are delivered through the new weekly hub and emergent actions, where you can see your franchise reacting in real time through an experience built to feel like modern sports media. Fast, reactive, and always moving. This is the front door to your franchise. Storylines, personnel, and breaking news are emerging based on the choices you and the other teams are making each week. For both human and
See how
AI
do they
control
have
teams. There's
ESPN
no
but they
script
can't
here.
get the
No 2 leagues play out the
official
same.
scoreboard?
So you start the year hot, and Caleb's playing at an MVP level. How quickly expectations can change. The question becomes, do you have what it takes to win a Super Bowl now? Do you stay patient and trust the roster you have? Or do you go all in? You hear an emergent rumor that there's a generational talent on the trade block. A player that can turn a
the
contender
franchise, the
into
screen
the favorite
actually
overnight.
looks
Rams fans,
clean.
stop me if you've heard this one recently. You decide to go all in. You trade multiple first-round picks for all
that's what I'm saying.
Max Crosby. That one
Gameplay
decision
looks
doesn't
exactly
just
the
change your
same.
roster. It changes the
made
entire
no
league.
sense.
Your locker room reacts. Your former starting edge is probably unhappy. Your salary cap tightens for the future. And the league responds. You now have that target on your back. What moves will happen as a result? Your decision-making and people management go beyond making big trades. One of the most fun new mini-games within the Persona engine is our all-new interactive negotiation mechanic. To negotiate like a pro, you must know the player you're working with and balance his needs with what's best for the team. Players can push back, hold out, demand more, or totally buy in, based on their unique mixture of Persona DNA. Let's walk through one of these negotiations. I gotta go off script for this one, okay?
Appreciate that.
So Joe Thuney, you're all pro left guard. Kurt, where you at?
Drop the follow while you at it.
Very important, yes. I also chose a left guard. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I used to be a lineman. So Thuney, great player, all pro. He's got a year or two left on his contract, and he's coming to the table. He wants to extend his contract one more year, probably his last opportunity to get a payday. So this is the negotiation screen. This is where you're going to land. If you direct your eyes up to the top, you can see those are the deal breakers that match his Persona DNA. He's coming to you. He wants a little bit more contract value up front. So we're going to give him that first 5% increase on his bonus.
Bro, I don't understand any of this.
Here's where you see the negotiations. This is you as the coach talking to your player. This is the conversations that are happening in this minigame. And this is the really important part. You've got to balance. This is a time-based minigame. You've got to balance how quickly his patience runs out versus how interested he is in the contract offer that you're giving him. And these are the decision options. These are the ways you as the coach or the GM are going to push the conversation forward.
Too complicated.
And these are going to be dynamic every round of the negotiation based on what he's asking for and what's best for the team. If you take your eyes up to the upper right corner again, this is the Persona DNA that I talked about. If you look at the top one, the mindset, that's the dynamic one. Right now, he wants a contract extension. That's what it's telling you. And then you've got to look at his Persona DNA to figure out what's important to him as a player to match the deal breakers. So I'm going to preview. I'm not going to lock in. I'm going to preview. What if I hold firm? What if I don't give Thuney his deal? We believe that number works for both sides. It respects you and keeps us where we need to be as a team. Like Kurt said, like I said, linemen are people. Linemen are important. We're not going to do that. We're going to give him
for real,
that 15% bonus because I want this guy on my team to go win a Super Bowl.
This is where YouTubers like Angle.
He's in, he's bought in, signs the contract, and if you notice, his mindset has changed. He's now comfortable with the situation. So that's an example of a negotiation. There's many of these that you'll come across within your league. And to make negotiations feel even more real, we've added tools fans have demanded. Holdouts, incentives, no trade clauses, trade demands.
It took how long to add all that? How many years to add
tools
stuff
that
like
allow you ultimate agency in your decision making. And one additional detail. You can delegate any emergent action or negotiation to your staff at any time. But know that every decision you make will have consequences. And speaking of staff, we've also begun adding real-life coordinators into franchise. You'll see them come up on the sideline and the booth, along with more depth to our coach DNA systems. So your staff will play just as big a role in your success as your players, and add more longevity and authenticity to your league. Real-life coordinators only scratches the surface of how we're delivering for our community's wish list. We're going to take a deep breath for this next slide. In addition to the negotiation tools I've already mentioned, the Persona engine brings so much more. Holdouts, restricted free agents, free agent frenzy, franchise tags, transition tags, all of them. Undrafted free agent negotiations, super sim playbooks, plus coach mode,
more segments and weekly recap and halftime show. And an all-new exclusive archetype for players who
for real, they asking for an applause.
From College Dynasty to Madden
bro,
franchise.
this should have been in the game. It's been how many years? They're just now adding all of this.
So, built on they
don't deserve an applause at all.
Franchise is now a living, breathing ecosystem. Every
Should have been in the game 10 years ago.
A ripple effect of dynamic reactions.
20 years
ago. From building
ago.
your roster, to managing your players, to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. It's your
Super
league,
Bowl celebration
now,
still the same.
The league plays back.
Now let's bring in the guy you've just built a team around. Chicago Bears quarterback and the Madden NFL 27 cover athlete, Caleb Williams. Caleb, great to have you with us. How's today been for you? This had to be exciting.
Yeah, no, this is fun times, childhood dream, and can't wait to play it myself.
What does it mean to you to be a Madden cover athlete?
Yeah, like I said, it was a childhood dream. It's super grateful. A lot of hard work to be put into this game, but also a lot of hard work that I put in to be in this position. So to combine those two things, I'm really excited to be on the cover and excited for a historic moment for myself and Chicago Bears.
Let me ask you, let me put you in the minds of a GM. I know you're busy playing quarterback, but if you're building a team, where are you starting? Are you getting weapons? Are you building offensive line? Are you starting defense first? What's the first thing you're building?
Yeah, just because if I'm playing the game, I'm probably going offensive line, defense, and then I'm going.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I'll tell you this though, as a guy who lives in Detroit, you're causing a lot of pain for Lions fans out there. So you're gonna chill out a little bit, or
no? That's not
okay.
He basically telling the Chicago Bears to get him over.
Congratulations on the cover, my friend.
Thank you.
Let's bring back our very own Sean Grady to talk about a brand new membership program.
All right, everybody, we are in the home stretch. Right. Thank you so much for sticking around with us tonight. I do have one more thing
Let's see
for
the
you.
price on this. Watch it be ridiculous.
A new way to access the full football experience.
MVP plus membership. Let's see how much.
Almost every day, and buy our game every year. And until now, we haven't had a consistent way to recognize you as our most valued players. So this season, we're introducing a new EA Sports MVP Plus membership. This is a new membership program that gives our most dedicated players more value, more access, and more football for the same price as the MVP bundle. Now here are just a few highlights. Members will be the first to play earlier than ever before with 7 days early access. Members will receive guaranteed access to our beta programs. By the way, that starts tonight for college football after the show, moments away. And members will receive exclusive aggression content in some of your favorite modes.
They are out of their living mind.
And members will also receive exclusive launch content and content throughout each month, an ultimate team to help you build and progress and compete with your fans.
$150 a year.
Ever offered at launch. And importantly, we're going to continue adding value to the MVP Plus membership over time, so our most loyal fans feel rewarded and recognized playing college football and Madden NFL year after year. You can sign up for EA Sports MVP membership starting right now, as I said. And again, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We do have our creators starting right after this, so don't go anywhere. I hope you had a great night. This was our opening drive. Thank you to everybody that joined us. Have a great night. Thank you.
Tonight you've seen what football
All right, it's over. We don't care what they gotta say. Let me go back to this. $150.
Guaranteed.
Hold on. $150 a year. So if you pay $150 a year, you get 7th-8 early access instead of 3. You get beta access. You get monthly ultimate team packs. There's really no difference. Bro, why would you want to pay $150 a year for
really spectacular. I'm excited about all these reactions we're going to get over here in a few minutes and see what these guys think about it, but I think they're going to enjoy it.
Like,
got an
there's no way it's really gonna be people out here that's like down bad to play the beta. They're gonna pay $150.
Unbelievable.
That
and some
is
of your favorite creators
ridiculous.
at home. So appreciate everybody who's been hanging out with us and watching the show. We couldn't do it without you guys. And I'll tell you this, I think the community's going to love a lot about what they heard.
So I guess nobody else can play the beta now.
Control of the game is at your disposal.
You gotta pay $150 to play a fucking beta.
A lot of people are going to enjoy that customization of this new game.
How about the legend Mike Vick in the building, the man who broke Madden 04.
04, man. Probably one of my favorite ones because it was so dominant to play with him in the game.
He is, I think he is like, he epitomizes Madden. He is Madden. When you think Madden, you think Michael Vick.
Especially for us, like our age, like Michael Vick was Madden football for me growing up, and it's incredible to see him in the same room with a player that plays real similar. Caleb Williams.
No, do not compare Caleb Williams to Michael Vick. Stop it.
So that's pretty cool.
Man. We got to play last year.
They should not be in the same sentence.
He brags way too much about how much he beat you out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. He got lucky.
Okay,
everybody
gets
I
know.
Everybody
I know.
Gets those.
Yeah, I know. I don't listen to any of that one. Look at the legend Cam Newton out there. Auburn's finest, Carolina Panther, New England Patriot. Cam's getting involved. I think Cam might be kind of nasty on the sticks.
He is. He's really good. I've seen his videos. I've seen how he plays. He looks at it obviously from a quarterback's perspective, but he's got a little defense too. He knows the adjustments. What up, Cam? We see him over there. He's happy to be here. He's always a good time and a lot of good energy.
You know what's fun? I don't think anybody's not happy to be here. I think everybody's having a great time here.
I mean, this is cool, man. Like, what a cool venue. A lot of cool different activations here, different videos. And I think when you get a bunch of different creative people in the same room, you never know what's going to happen. And we had some one-on-ones and mascots strapping people up. I mean, it was crazy earlier.
Do you think anybody's excited to watch Caleb Williams, Cam Newton, and Mike Vick play? I got more fun. I thought they were all here to see me, but apparently
it's pretty iconic, man.
Yeah, I get it.
Look at these guys, these quarterbacks. Iconic. Nice little lineup here.
And Fendler's there too. We're going to get into some gameplay as we start off with the number one and number two Madden players in the world in Henry and John Beast. Henry's, he's done okay in competitive Madden. Over $1 million won. I mean, not too bad. Joining us at the desk now, OG. We're bringing the OG out here.
I just want to say thank you, man. I just want to say thank you to you and the team for all the hard work you guys have put in from this past year to this year. I got to play like 5 or 6 games already, and I can feel it come to life from all the things we talked about last offseason.
Yep, and you helped play a part in that, man. This guy is always one phone call away. You know, I was going to reference the China calls. He can get into that on his channel, man. There's no one that does it better, man. So, yeah, super excited, man. We're on a run right now, and I'm not gonna apologize for that.
Balls out. Let me ask you a question. Was it as fun doing this as it looked like up there?
It's exactly the same, bro.
You love this game.
It's the same.
How exciting is it to get to show the people at home, not just the ones here, but the ones watching at home, all the things you guys have been hard at work on?
I mean, it's a lot of fun, man. It's the amount of detail, and I told you, man, I haven't missed a Rams game in 30 years.
You had to bring up Myles Garrett as a Browns fan. You had to bring that up.
I know. Welcome
Thanks,
to the
man.
Rams.
Appreciate it.
No, it's just so it's there. There's a level of attention to detail that you're always trying to get. You know, I look at this guy here as an example. Like, I've always wanted to build something in our team, to build something that he could go ahead and play no different than when he was in his NFL locker room. We want that type of a deep detail. It's always going to be as accessible for the young kids coming in, but we want it as deep for guys like him, NFL coaches, and eventually, these guys are going to go in. So scouting reports are in there. Everything is in there. Guys are running their concepts against these specific defenses. That's where, ultimately we got to go.
We got none other, by the way, than Ocho taking on Malachi Tony.
College football.
I mean, that's a battle. I
Bro,
just want to hear them.
I'm very disappointed at the scoreboard.
I've seen Ocho play. He's all talk.
Dang. Well, Kurt, one thing that I have learned being a part of this community for so long is how much this game can teach people football. And not just, we're talking about the adjustments that are added as we're going to get a kickoff return. Shout out to Corvallis, Oregon. And Ocho to the Grabowski.
Oh, you got 50 new celebration inputs this year.
How about Malachi
Tony? You can swag out however you want.
Ocho's already taking the headset off. Malachi guy's yapping at him. He's letting him know, hey, you know, I took it, taking it out on Ocho's now like it was the headset that didn't let me stop that.
Looking for an excuse.
He's looking to see if the buttons were on the actual headset. He's like, hold on.
Man. He's hilarious.
But you add in not just the new adjustments teaching that, but let's talk about the franchise stuff, adding contract things like RFAs. Yeah. How good is this game at teaching somebody the ins and outs of both college and the NFL?
You know, it's really cool because my transition out of the NFL came from trying to teach the game through Madden. I had one video that I decided to go live on.
Bro, the only celebration they added was 6-7. That's all they added. That's all they added.
I have probably 3 years worth of content from this game alone where in past years it felt like by the end of that Madden cycle I was running out of ideas.
I've taught them the game, yeah.
Exactly, but now, man, we're going to have this thing stretched out for the entire year and it's going to be a building block. But you look at how you adjust the bunches and how you play stacks, all these like really
stupid ass, and bro, I'm turning that meter off.
The fact that kids at a young age are going to be exposed to this just lets them be, you know, at an earlier age exposed to really complex things. I think it's going to help them be whoever they can be in the sport, whether it be a coach, a player, or a fan, at a deeper level.
Plus, you guys have done a great job, I feel like, if you don't want to get into the nuts and bolts and really get into that, you just want to play some football, there's a lot that's going to, you can really push to the side and use some of those quick adjustments and not have to get too much into the weeds. If you're just looking to boot up and play your game in a game of football, you don't need to be out there adjusting the zone drops on
0-0, shout out you. I might go ahead and end this. They just yapping at this point. Hey man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. Hold on, let me see how many dislikes it got. Let me see how many dislikes.
But that was the thing is like, and we have all new pre-play controls.
Dang, as well, this went an
right?
hour.
So you're not entering all these different states, and then it was like, you can call it skill gap and all that, like whatever. It's just like
you only got 19. That's wrong. That's wrong. Only 19 dislikes. I expected that way much more. But I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Shout out to everyone who came through for this. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Me on the road to 300.